people, welcome to the exchange, episode 3. It's gonna be an exciting one. We're meeting up with my boy Brendan to pick up his WRX, a bag WRX. That's gonna be interesting and different. I'm actually not sure what to expect, honestly. This is gonna be a new one for me. I have had many cars, as I said before, but I've never had anything bagged. I've done stance before. My red Miata was full stance once upon a time, but this is going to be a little bit different. Without expecting too much, let's see what happens. So Brandon himself is like a huge R32 fan, and I don't even know how he's gonna react, so hopefully he can contain himself. We'll see you soon, Brandon. What's up?
What's up?
How are ya?
Good. How about yourself?
I'm good. All right, let me spin around real quick. Is this real life?
Yo, is this real life?
Is this real life?
Yo, hey, punch me in the face.
Dude, what's up? How are you?
What's up? Long time no see.
I know. How are you, good sir?
Hey, how you doing, sir?
Is this your house?
It's my buddy's.
Is that cool or what?
Yeah.
Is that a factory 5 or is that a real one?
It's a super performance.
Is that a Charger?
Yeah, 73 SE.
Man, look at this thing.
Look at the blower, bro.
Oh, no. What? Oh, come on. Holy hell.
Also, man.
Dude. Drag radials, come on. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. No, that's Corvette under here?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is my bread and butter now. Now we're talking my language.
And then the rest of it's just stock, but the front end is, headlights.
Dude. Bad. That's cool, man. All right, so we made it down here. Brendan's trying he's trying to contain all his excitement.
I love you.
Okay. This is your what exactly?
This is my 2019 Subaru WRX. It's pretty stock. This is the stance package.
Yeah.
So I'm work wheels, VS X9. Yes. Just a show car. Only performance mods I probably have are intake, headers, downpipe, full exhaust.
My only stuff is this and this. Yeah.
Not much.
I see bright seats in there.
You remove one windshield wiper for weight reduction.
Ridiculous.
Here, let me grab the keys. GTC 300 APR wing.
That's badass.
Tommy exhaust. Normal stance boy things. I am on airlift 3P.
Okay.
The management is right back here. I haven't decided what I want to do with the trunk yet, so it looks pretty stock.
Dope.
Yeah. I do have some interior mods. I'm waiting on my harnesses, but I do have drive seats, steering wheel. It's kind of a mess right now, but
I mean, it's a daily after all.
Yeah.
Dope.
So,
how did you get into this whole car scene?
So my first car was a 2009 Mercedes C300.
Okay.
It's stock because it was kind of my mom's car. I don't know. For some reason, I didn't really grow up liking cars. Like not until end of high school.
Okay.
I'm 20, by the way. So
Okay.
not
you look 15, so that's great.
So not until the end of high school I started getting into cars.
Yeah.
My buddy Brian has a red STI.
Nice.
He got it right after graduation. I was like, dang.
That's really cool.
I was like, I need one.
I imagine he stands too, right? Yep.
He's static.
Cool. Wow. He's a brave. I was just telling him my red Miata used to be static, like when I first got it, because everybody goes through that phase. Hated it. I love the look of it.
Yes.
Hated driving the car.
Yes.
Could not take it anywhere. You could not go anywhere fast. Literally just bouncing around, and I immediately changed that whole setup. I mean, luckily this thing's on air, so if you're gonna do stance, that's probably the way I would suggest doing it, unless you don't mind bouncing around literally everywhere you go.
It's a bounce house.
All right, tell us a little more about the thing in the back, the cool show car.
Oh, right here.
I'm a fan of Miatas, man. I'm a fan of Miatas.
Yep.
What is this?
This is a 1992 Miata. It's an NA6.
Nice.
It's torn apart because I just dropped off my body kit.
Okay. Cool.
It's the BN style body kit. I just got wheels.
Okay.
It's on BC coils because I do not like cheap suspension, no matter how cheap the car is.
Yeah, for sure.
I will not do cheap suspension.
BC is a good like in betweener.
Yes.
Like it's not super high end.
Yes.
It's not cheap by any means.
Yes, it's gonna last.
Yes, it lasts a decent amount of time.
Well, other than that, I just redid all the bushings to polyurethane bushings. I do have an angle kit in the car, a short shifter, a steering wheel.
So we're gonna be drifting soon.
Yep, we are gonna be drifting. The
Nice.
turd ski is laying on the floor
I mean,
right here.
look, you can't go Miata without eventually going turd ski.
Exactly.
So they weigh nothing at all. Once you start making anything over 200, you're having the most fun in the world. Good suspension under there, and you're having a blast. So love it, love it, love it. But we are here for this thing.
Yes.
It is quite something. Do you want to show us air ride, up, down, the whole thing?
I'll do air ride.
Yeah.
It's a tight of a squeeze.
Yeah, I see that. I mean, that's tight.
Interior
That is tight.
Pretty. I like to keep it clean, no wires. So
Nice.
airlift controller right here.
Oh,
This is actually a coin holder. I just kind of
nice.
placed it in there.
No, that's good.
Cob access port to check all my numbers. Radar detector.
Of course, that's necessary when you're going fast in a stance car.
Exactly. Okay. Before I wanted to stance it was gonna be fast.
Yeah. Sounds pretty good.
Yep. And then I do have the starlights right above.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I can dig it, man. It's like a full-on show car.
Yep. And then so I'll air up for you
Yeah.
guys.
Let me back up. Go ahead.
Going up.
Hey. Oh, come on. That's cool. You know everybody wants to see the drop, so drop it, baby. Oh, come on. There's nothing cooler than that. There's nothing cooler than that. I mean, literally, you cannot drive this like this. It is on, look, my fingers barely fit down here. That's crazy.
I actually can't go lower in the front unless I put like some sort of bigger lip because my skid plate on the bottom, it's a metal skid plate.
It's
actually
touching.
rests on the floor.
It's touching, yeah.
So anytime you start the car when it's aired out, it just vibrates like you have solid motor mount.
Jeez. You stance guys don't play.
Nope.
It's badass.
Well,
It's different, but
the
it's
best part
badass.
is tow trucks can't tow me if I'm aired out. Just saying.
That is true. That's a nice little safety feature.
Yes.
That's awesome.
And people can't steal my wheels. They can't jack up the car.
There you go. There you go. No, it looks really, really cool. I mean,
You guys a little bit under the hood. A little bit.
show us, please.
Pretty
Mostly stock.
I do have a Perrin air oil separator.
Cool.
Cob intake.
Yeah. Must
And
have.
You can see my downpipe. That's about it though. Well, on the WRXs, they're called a J pipe.
A J pipe. Yeah.
Because it's a J, it doesn't go down.
Yep. No, that's really cool. I can dig it. What year did you say this thing is?
2019.
2019.
I got this November 11th of 2018.
Okay. And you literally just threw, did you have everything just lying around or what?
No, actually, this is the first car I learned how to work on. Like,
Really?
I didn't really watch much YouTube, like,
Okay.
to see how to do it.
Yeah.
I just figured it's like Legos. Like, you just take things apart, you just put it back together. That's it.
You have a knack for it.
Yeah.
You know, some people are just naturally mechanically inclined, and
Yeah,
you know
I
that's
like
what
to
it is.
tinker. I like
Yeah.
to figure things out.
And you've been working on it ever since.
Yep.
You actually work on other guys' cars.
Yes, I
right?
do.
Yeah.
I do suspension.
He does mostly suspension work, obviously. You know, with air ride and BC coilovers and stuff like that.
The only thing I haven't installed on this car is my tints.
That's it.
Yeah.
Everything else was you.
Yep.
Dope.
And
Love it.
I can't do my alignment. I got a shout out to the sponsor,
Please.
Luigi Motorsport.
Awesome. We'll link them right below here
yeah.
somewhere.
I get free alignments, free tire mounting and balancing.
How did that come to be?
So at first, I originally just took my car there for alignment. I don't know how, but we got close. And apparently, we're going to the gym together now. So
he's your gym buddy now.
He's my gym buddy now. As you can tell, it's not working. But he's the best. Only shop I trust with my car.
Of course. No, that's really awesome. And where is he located?
He's located in Laurel.
He's in Laurel, so not too far from where you live. Although this is an undisclosed location, not too far away. You can just take your car there. Dude, that's really awesome. That's really awesome. All right, so are you ready?
I'm so stoked. Oh my god, I'm so excited.
There you go, sir.
Thank you. Here you go. Take care of my baby.
Thank you.
I'll
take care of mine.
yours. Yeah.
Absolutely. All right. And And we're off. So, there we go. Windows up. Here we are in Brandon's 2019 WRX, which is bagged. And right away, there's definitely a giggle factor in this car. It's interesting. It's interesting to me to be in a car like this because this isn't typically my bag. No pun intended. So young Brandon is is new to the whole scene. 2 years in, and has personally built himself what I would consider a pretty nice bagged setup. The experience of this car has his personality literally all over it. You know, stance is one of those things that you either love or hate it, and then there are few guys in the middle like myself that can appreciate what it is, because you think about the engineering, you think about the time and effort it takes to put something like this together in a cohesive package that all works, and it's impressive. It's impressive. Whether you like the stance, whether you like the camera or not, is irrelevant, because it actually takes time and dedication. The same passion we have for making good power, for setting up autocross cars that carve corners real well, time attack cars, drag cars, whatever it is, the same time, the same passion, the same energy is what these guys spend building these things. And you know, sitting here in these bride seats that are kind of small for me but perfect for him, with the racing wheel, you know, our harness bar behind us, lights up top, all the fun little touches he has, makes you feel, even this ridiculous shifter makes you feel like you're in something special. The car isn't uncomfortable. I don't have to ride around in full stance all the way to the ground right now. I'm sitting pretty high up now, riding around, and when I want to, when I'm hard parked as they call it, you can air out. And that is the coolest. I mean, even if you don't like stance, even if you don't like the guys that are super lowered and running around, it is really cool to see somebody air out. That noise, that it's just really nice to hear and watch the car sink to the ground. It's great. Now, let's get to driving this thing and seeing how it feels, how it corners and such. I haven't really been pushing the car too much because I know that that's not what it's meant for, but it's still got a tune on it. It's still a WRX with a turbo, and you can hear it go. You can hear it make all the fun noises that you expect. On this back road here, it's not doing terrible at all. It's not a short throw by any means, but again, he's picked his lane. He's picked the things that are his priority, and it's not particularly going fast. It makes decent power. It makes the pops and bangs. That's the thing that makes this really, really fun. It's a car with a lot of personality. Oh, yes. The pops and bangs are such a fun thing that happens with this car. Turbo's whistling, the exhaust is trumpeting, the pops and bangs are happening. It's definitely the car that makes you giggle. The giggle factor is here, and that's the fun. There it goes. Every time I downshift, there it goes. There, every time I downshift, every time I upshift over 3,000 RPM, it goes pop, and that is so fun. It's like I said, it's not the end of the world fast, and it's not meant to be. His vision is more about looks. It's more about the finer details and the small aesthetic. He has a cohesive plan here. You can tell it just by sitting in the car. You know, the bride seats with the red stitching. The car has red stitching in the back seats there along the piping of it. The steering wheel has red stitching on it with this red center point up here. Down here with the turn signal extension, it's red. I like that. I like that he's thought it through and had small little things. Even something as minuscule as where he's placed the cop access port and where he's placed the airlift controller down here. I love that he has a cohesive plan, and it shows. This is something that some people outsource. Some people pay big shops to set up for them. So it's nice to see that somebody who's only been doing this 2 years, which is very impressive, only been doing this 2 years without any formal training, can pick it up just naturally and be able to be like, yep, I'm gonna do this on my car, and execute it so well. Everything's super clean, the exterior with the work wheels and the airlift, and it's just done really, really nicely. The big wing in the back, again, it could be a functional wing, but in this application, it's almost just for looks. It works well. It's a cohesive, nice, tastefully done car. Even though I'm not particularly a stance nation kind of guy, I can really appreciate the workmanship and the craftsmanship and the time and the effort that was really put in to make it all work together cohesively. I can really appreciate that. I think that's the biggest thing about this project, and as I've been driving it around, it's definitely been taking me back to when I first got into cars, you know, some 15, 20 years ago. For me, the passion, the excitement, the, man, I'll put this together and I'll do this and I'll do this and it's gonna look cool. It definitely has that feel where it makes you look back at it to check it out and just to see how cool it looks. There's nothing cooler than something that's sitting on the ground where you're scratching your head like, how did this guy get here? How did he drive that? This WRX is all about the feels. It makes you feel a way. And that's why we all got into this anyways. You know, again, you can hate on the stance guys all you want, but when you do drive one of these, especially one that's well put together like this, it definitely makes you feel like that child again. It makes you giddy, it makes you excited. It's doing all the right things. This one in particular I can speak for because I'm in it now. It's making me feel like a child again, and that's something that you can't replicate. Such a fun car, man. You know, rolling through the gears. I love a car that just makes you happy, trying to enjoy it, and just encourages you to drive it spiritedly. It does that. It definitely does that. And that's the giggle factor. The giggle factor is this. Like, just enjoy the car for what it is, how it is. I really just, you can tell I'm enjoying it. The psychopath inside is not very happy, obviously, because it's not scary and terrifying. But the other side of me that just enjoys something ridiculous, enjoys something that I can push to a limit and not be terrified of, is really having a good time. The young kid inside of me is really having a good time. This is like safe fun, you know? I don't have to worry about getting in trouble with this. I can just enjoy it for what it is. Makes just the right noises enough to be exciting, to be fun, but it's not scary. I like that. I do. I really, really do. I've got to commend Brendan for putting it together. I will say, even for myself, who's pretty open-minded about most things, I was pretty skeptical. About the stance car. I think picking this chassis, picking something that does have a little power to it, is actually very smart. Because what I always thought is, why molest something that could be quick? But it's because it can also be fun. You can have a car that looks cool and looks great sitting still, but if you want a little sauce, you can sprinkle the sauce. I see why people pick these now. I get it. You know, you want to still be able to time and have fun with it. Look at them working on stuff. So, how was it?
Oh my god, this car is so freaking amazing. Like, I don't. Just. Oh my god, it's so great.
It made all the right noises. I mean,
Yeah.
so this thing also made all the right noises. It just ticks all the right boxes. You know, you're having so much fun in it.
Yeah.
Now, I still don't want to be static.
He's static.
Oh, I can tell he's static.
You don't want to drive that car.
I've had a static vehicle. Not fun. But to be able to just go, okay, I'm good. Like, just even pulling in here. Obviously, the angle is kind of weird if you don't come in sideways. Air it up.
That is her. She did get her McLaren wraps. Oh wow.
Dude, what kind of place do y'all live in?
This is Langley Park, Maryland. Oh yeah, that's a chick with the McLaren. It was.
When I went to like a little back road and I got to open it up. Then I got to hear it. I was like, it's not loud inside.
It's not.
But outside, it's making a ruckus.
It's loud as hell. Yeah.
It's louder than I expected, really. Like, again, like, I like a loud car, so as I'm driving, I'm like, I wish it was louder.
Yeah.
Then I watched the tape back, I'm like, oh, it's waking up the neighborhood. For somebody that didn't know how to do this 2 years ago.
Yeah, definitely.
That's...
I have never touched any, like, wrenches, like, in my life.
That's insane.
Until, like, 2 years ago.
That's insane. Like, to do this all in your garage, just by watching YouTube and just having tenacity, really, it's like, I'm just gonna do it and just do it. That's really impressive. This is like a really impressive example of somebody just putting their mind to something and making it work. So just good on you. The whole car is your personality. It's built for you.
Exactly.
It's a good, like, my white Miata has fixed seats. And, you know, some of my friends are like, how am I going to drive? I'm like, I don't care that you're going to drive it or not. If you're going to drive it, whether your knees are going to be up here or you're barely going to fit, I don't care. It's my car. Exactly. So I built it for and I can tell that that's this. This is built for you. And I can appreciate it just because there's time, there's effort, and it's just fun.
Yes.
It's so, like, you stance guys just have fun.
Yes.
That's the part that I think the rest of us are missing a little bit, because you start hopping into like big high dollar stuff, big horsepower stuff. Sometimes you lose the fun of it, you know? But this thing just, like, the whole time I'm driving, I'm like, this is so fun.
No, like,
you can't be mad driving it.
It's like a Miata. Like, you could go full throttle,
yes.
like, without worrying about, like, spinning out.
No,
like,
and I love cars like that. You know, obviously, I'm sure some of you watched the other video with the ZL1, and like my facial expression is different. I'm having a good time, but a different kind of fun. You know what I mean?
It's
the whole time
concentration.
the whole time you're like, maybe this thing's gonna kill me soon. Today might be the day. 5 seconds ago it almost did. It might still do it. This, like, full throttle everywhere. It's just like, oh, it's making pops and bangs. That's it. You know, it's quick. Certainly, I would say, like, you know, you hop from like a regular Civic to this, you're like, whoa, this is insane. But it's not scary fun.
Yes.
It's just fun, plain and simple. And man, thank you for letting us do this. I'm sure that you had a good time.
Well, you know, I could babysit your cars when you're away. Like,
I'm sure you had a good time. I know you did, because he's like, hey, do you want to keep it for like 4 days? Can we do this for longer?
4 years.
No, I know you had a good time. I really had a good time. So I thank you.
Alrighty.
Thank you very much.
Like, if you like the content that this, you know, created by. Yes.
Perfect. Exactly what he said.
Yes.
Like, subscribe, do all the things. If you want to be on the show, just reach out to me on Instagram. The Instagram's right here. His Instagram is right there. If you want him for, like, you hit him up for suspension work or whatever, just let him know. And his Instagram is going to be right there. He's got that cool thing over there. Maybe we'll do that one next. Who knows?
It's static. I don't think you can do it. I'm on 30.
Maybe I want to go like this the whole time. But yeah, see you next time on The Exchange.